Am I actually prepared for this video? I don't have anything to hand. And I've removed my eyelid. My eyelid? God, I hope not. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear. Is this? She's back and she ain't better. What is up? What's going on, guys? It has been a minute since I did a video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle if you're new here. I feel like I'm doing a little I don't even know. Anyway, what's good? What is up? I haven't sat down to film a video in a very long time and I'm sure it shows. Every time I look in the mirror, my eyebrows are like all the way up here. I haven't done a video in a little while, so I figured, you know, allow me to reintroduce myself. Okay. Yeah, I think my last video was uploaded in like March, maybe April, and it's now September. How that happened is completely beyond me, but this whole year's just been a bit of madness, hasn't it? Yeah, you can probably hear the ice cream truck in the back. You might hear kids screaming because it's like 5 o'clock and everybody's out of school. I actually have filmed a couple of videos that I just haven't uploaded for one reason or another, but what I wanted to do was sort of come back and like reintroduce myself a little bit, kind of, before just uploading those, because I filmed them in like April. One of the videos is literally me decluttering my wardrobe, doing like a spring declutter, and it's autumn now. Skipped a whole season. So yeah, I just wanted to put out, I guess, a more up-to-date, more recent video before, you know, sharing those couple of videos. Anyway, I feel like that was a very long and winding intro, so shall we just get down to the thing? I'm just gonna do my makeup whilst giving you guys, I guess, some updates, or just talking about what I've been doing in quarantine or whatever. I'm not even technically in quarantine anymore at this point, but still, I'm behaving as though I am. I think today, as I'm filming this, what was it, the 14th of September, is actually the day that that new rule about no more than 6 people meeting up or whatever is coming into place, something like that. Well, I told you that, I don't even know. That is the latest right now. We haven't been on a national lockdown for a little while. There are still local lockdowns happening here, there, and everywhere, which is just confusing some people. I mean, is any of that relevant? I don't know. How about I do a little bit of makeup? I always fall into this trap of just talking and not doing any makeup, so let me try and do both at the same time. I don't even really do my makeup that much anymore, because like, what is the reason, you know? All I do is go to work pretty much and then come home. I actually am back at work after having been furloughed for a bit. I'm now back out there, and you know what, I actually feel alright about it, to be honest. Like, the commute is way less busy than it ever was. There are some people though who are just way too comfortable about standing really close to you when there's like plenty of room, or sitting right next to you when there are several empty seats. So now I am definitely that, I guess, obnoxious person who will put their bag on the seat, like, please don't come and sit next to me. It is a pandemic, I mean, come on. But other than that, I actually feel completely, well, not completely safe, but pretty comfortable going to work and everything, like, because I don't have a job that I can do from home, so I don't really have that option. But it's fine, like, my workplace has been great. They've been super accommodating. I honestly don't have any complaints, except right now I can't find my eyebrow pencil. That's a complaint that they can't help me with, but you know, still. Also, you might be able to hear the fan in the background because we're having some kind of Indian summer right now. At least that's what the news keep calling it. There we are. So it's like 28 degrees or something, and damn, I wasn't still expecting to be wearing short sleeve shirts, but there you go. Look at this thing. Jeez. Should I zoom in? This isn't really a tutorial, but let me zoom in. And you know what? Where's my little mirror? I'm actually not that pressed about having to wear a mask. I think I'm just really used to it. It does kind of baffle me a little bit when, you know, the research has proven that masks are effective in slowing the transmission of the virus and people don't want to wear them. Obviously people with conditions, like, fair dues, but the other people who are just adamant that they don't want to wear them, their reasons have just not made any sense to me, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, it's kind of beyond me, but you know, again, I'm not here to get political. I've got quite the mask collection going now. I've got a few plain ones, I have a satin one, I have a couple Ankara ones. Yeah, no, I'm actually just down for coordinating them with my outfits because, you know, safety but also fashion. Okay, let me do my eyebrows, I'm talking a lot. I'm not letting go. I'm getting my money's worth out of this thing. Starting to think about actually wanting to do my eyebrows again. I haven't threaded my eyebrows, or rather had them threaded since it's probably been like 4 years or something. They're kind of full but thin at the same time. Like they're skinny-ish but like dense. I have a few sort of stray hairs above and below. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna start threading them again, and other times I'm just like, nah. Because threading is painful, mate. It is painful. I, like everyone and their mother this summer, I started the Chloe Ting 2-week shred. Today for me was day 12. Yeah, it was day 12. So I have 2 days left. And you guys, I didn't film anything because I didn't intend on making a video out of it or even mentioning it really. I was just doing it to see if I could. And you guys, I feel like now I'm wishing I had made a video, because listen, I'm not all of a sudden, I don't know, I can't think of anyone, Normani or Kiki Palmer or something, but like, girl, Chloe Ting's workout challenges, her workout programs, they work. I just feel stronger. Like, I'm seeing a slight difference in my waist. I haven't taken like my measurements or anything again, because I still have 2 more days, and I'm going to do it the morning after day 14, because I think apparently measuring yourself in the morning and weighing yourself in the morning is like the most accurate representation of your weight or something. I don't know, I'm not a fitness dude. I'm doing the 2-week shred one, not the get abs in 2 weeks one. I haven't even finished this one, and I'm already thinking about the one I want to do next. If I do another Chloe Ting challenge, and I do think I will, then I'm more than likely going to film that one. I feel like that could be good content for this channel. I'm definitely not a fitness guru by any means, but shit, I can throw my hat into the ring if I want, you know? Do these look okay? The funny thing is, I'm just gonna wash my face after this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Chloe Ting's workout video program wasn't the first one I started this summer. I started Heather Robertson's one as well. I didn't actually complete that one. I got close, but there was a time I took like a week off when I was maybe 3 or 4 weeks in, because I injured my leg somehow. Like I pulled a calf muscle or something. It was really weird. I couldn't put any pressure on it. I was walking funny for friggin' days, but that derailed me a little bit. And then the heat wave that we had probably like a month ago now, 3 weeks, I don't know, I've lost all sense of time. That just ended me. So I got to about week 11 and then dropped off the challenge. Because it's been a little while now since I did that challenge, I don't know, I might just start it again from the beginning. Lockdown has kind of turned me into a little bit of a fitness enthusiast, shall we say. Definitely still a beginner, but I'm actually enjoying exercising. Can you believe? I'm having a grand old time. My mum is actually doing the Chloe Ting challenge with me, which has been fun. Chloe Ting has been, she's been kicking our asses, but it's been fun. We're still going, we're doing it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not working out for aesthetic purposes, but they're not entirely aesthetic purposes, because I genuinely feel, I don't know, happier, I guess, from working out. Like my mood is just so lifted, and I don't know, I just feel ready for my day. Although some of my workouts I've had to do in the evenings on days that I have work. You know what, I've just realised that I haven't put any concealer around my eyebrows, and here I am setting them, and I'm still continuing to set them. This one looks a lot fuller than this one, at least at this angle. I've also got this little bandana on because I'm setting my edges, or laying them, whatever. I don't often do that, but I felt like it today. Oh. So, what else have I got to share? Not much. I haven't done a hell of a lot these last few months. My reading has been completely just like all over the place. I haven't really felt like reading much. I'd say now though, a little more than before, I feel like I have more motivation to read. In the thick of everything, like, oh god, where do I even begin? Everything with George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, the pandemic, the lockdown, all the death, all the celebrities that have died. This year is just really like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't even find the words. 2020 so far, it's just been a ride. Yeah, I just was not, especially with not having to go to work because I was I said that funny because I was furloughed. Those 3 months are just kind of a blur. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just, so what am I looking for? Primer, any kind of primer. Yeah, no, it was just very, very hectic, and I just didn't do a hell of a lot because the motivation was just lacking. I felt like something would happen, right? It would knock you off your feet, but you would somehow manage to get up, carry on, and then here's something else to knock you down. Like 2020 just won't let us stay standing, or at least that's how it felt, you know? Thing after thing coming to knock us off of our feet, like just caught off guard constantly. Do you know what I mean? Like constantly. And yeah, so I filmed a couple videos early on and then just did not have the energy or the strength to edit them. They'll be coming soon, as I said in the beginning. Yeah, I just watched TV largely. I did try a few new recipes. Between cooking, trying new recipes, and eventually starting a workout program, I didn't do a hell of a lot. I watched a lot of the news, and that was probably not the best thing. Especially like in March. Yeah, March I think was when it got really, really bad. Like the deaths in the UK went from like tens to literally thousands, as I'm sure everybody knows. Like at this point we all know, right? It was just such I think everybody's mental health was just taking a battering, and we haven't really, and we're not really going to know the true extent of COVID-19 on mental health, I think, for like months, if not years. You know, we're going to be feeling the repercussions for a long time to come. Like, it's just upended so many things, like from education to people's finances to shit, I can't think of anything else, but it's upended a lot of things, you know. I still haven't found that primer. It's just been a lot, you know, but I feel like, you know, God willing, fingers crossed, touch wood, all that jazz, I feel like things will be better. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm speaking it into existence, things will be better. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot for everybody, you know. I know a few people who have been made redundant, and I'm just very grateful to still have a job. Amongst it all, there's always something to be grateful for. I still have a home, I still have a job, I still have loving friends and family, even in the midst of a pandemic, you know? Okay, finally. I'm sure I've opened this a million times, but anyway, finally found the primer I was looking for. Yeah. Is this? Starting to wonder if I should still be using this. I touched on celebrity deaths a second ago. This year we have lost Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, the other passengers on the helicopter. We've lost Chadwick Boseman, Naya Rivera drowned. I don't know. This year has just really been hectic. Let me tell you, the way I cried for those people like I knew them. There's been a lot of loss, I feel like, for the black community, the black and Asian community actually as well, when you think about how we're disproportionately affected by COVID. And I don't want to go left because that's like a whole topic in and of itself. It's just been a lot this year, you know, like with the death of George Floyd, which kicked off a whole revolution. Countless lives have been lost before George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, for example. If I try and name everybody, like, we're going to be here forever, but it was George Floyd's death and probably Breonna Taylor's death and Ahmaud Arbery's death. It just, like, a revolution has started, and it's not a moment, it's 100% a movement. Like, everybody that posted the black squares back in God knows when that was now, June, maybe July. I feel like June. Like, I hope they're still with it, still rocking with it, because listen, that was only the beginning. My thoughts, I feel like, are coming out really scattered because I didn't really prepare for this video. Just saw that it was sunny, and here I am. I think what I was trying to say basically was that the hits just kept coming, you know? And I found it very, very difficult to find the motivation to even get dressed sometimes. Like, I would just stay in my pajamas all day sometimes, because what was the point? Turn on the news and see that thousands of people have died. You see that there are people denying the existence of COVID. There are people deliberately coughing on other people, and you're just like, that's enough news for today. That's enough world for today. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it just got to the point where I stopped watching the news altogether because it wasn't doing anything for me. Like, I was trying to stay informed and stay aware, but it was too much. I feel like now I've gotten to the other side of it a little bit. Like, the threat of COVID is still there, but I feel like it's reduced. Well, I say that lightly because the R number is rising, so that's why they've like made some lockdown changes or whatever. But I don't know, I'm not as panicked as I was before. Basically, like, I'm still washing my hands, because I mean we should always wash our hands. I'm still washing my hands, I'm still cleaning things, I'm still wearing my mask and all of that stuff, but I don't feel as, at least currently, I don't feel as panicked as I did before. And I'm hoping it stays that way. By the way, I'm using the Sleek Eye Divine palette Storm 578. This is what she looks like inside. Yeah, not a tutorial, but I figured, let me show you. Should I do like a bluey greeny? I don't even know. Yeah, you guys, just share. How have you found lockdown? Share in the comments if you feel like it, if you feel up to it. Did you feel like your mood was affected? Because I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of us have felt similarly. I read a couple articles as well about like quarantine fatigue, because I think myself and a lot of people, when we first went into lockdown, we just had all these grand plans of like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna finally clean out my garage, or I'm gonna paint my room, I'm gonna learn Braille, I don't know, just all sorts of things that we've been putting off for a very long time. We just thought, yeah, I'm gonna tackle all of them. And in the very beginning, I was like that, you know? I got up in my bathroom and I started cleaning the edge of like the tiles where the wall meets the tile, and I was just, I mean, that's a really random thing, but I was doing that, and I was going for my daily walk every day for quite some time. I was just out there, you know, pounding the pavement like, yeah, I'm getting my exercise. I was trying new recipes. It felt like I was doing the most, and then I just hit a wall and was like, I'm done now, you know. I burnt out very quickly. We weren't on holiday or sabbaticals or anything, you know. We were all staying in our houses because there's a virus killing thousands of people, and eventually, like, that really starts to do something to your mind, you know, that knowledge of this invisible threat to life. I've been talking so much that my voice is already raspy, and like, this is how far I've got with my makeup. That is obviously terrifying, to turn on the news and see something like another 2,500 people have died in a single day because of COVID. Like, crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And obviously that's not gonna make you want to tackle your to-do list. I mean, we're all different. For some people, staying busy is a way to distract themselves, and I think ordinarily for me, I can be like that, but not this time around. I had all these books that I wanted to read. I wanted to get back into my German, learn to braid my hair. These braids weren't done by me, my sister did them. I still want to learn to braid my hair, but I didn't get around to it during my furlough. I feel like collectively a lot of us just hit that wall, but hopefully now we're on the other side of it a little bit. It's still frustrating, don't get me wrong, not being able to just do whatever you want. Like, a lot of us had plans for this year, for this summer. Like, we saw ourselves in, I can't think of anywhere, like Santorini or something, Dubai. Maybe we were finally gonna hit Bali, but 2020 said no. I didn't do my makeup for the longest time. Even like me now, I've done makeup since, I just haven't filmed it. I'm low-key trying to figure out how to do this again. I feel like this is gonna need eyelashes to just tie it together. Okay. That's a TikTok song that's in my head right now. That's another thing I did, as well as watching TV, trying new recipes, eventually working out. I spent a lot of time on TikTok. TikTok was a great release, you know. I haven't been on there as much lately, but in the thick of quarantine, I was always on it. I've done a lot of shopping, which I kind of touched on in a previous video. I think the last video that I actually uploaded was a haul. Let me check. Ah, yeah, it was actually a haul. My ASOS and Other Stories new look and Always Your Moment try on haul, which if you haven't seen, let me just take the opportunity to link it right above my head. I've done a fair bit of shopping since then. I don't know, when you have nothing to do, I guess you turn to the internet and do a bit of shopping. I bought some stuff. one of those things was the Jackie eyeshadow palette, because it went on sale something like 40% off from Feel Unique or Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty. I can't remember which side, but I want to say it was Feel Unique. My bank balance has taken a little bit of a beating. I'm trying to wind it all in because, you know, pandemic, and you need savings because you just never know. So this is an update video, and I feel like those are all of my updates. Do you know what? Brown? Will brown ruin this? We're about to find out. Oh, now I'm using my Morphe palette. This is the, I don't know what this is. 35F. Might have ruined that. Yep, might have ruined that. It was going so well. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I gotta commit to it now. It might be okay. We might be able to navigate this if we just blend sufficiently. Yeah, you guys, I don't know. It's one day at a time, innit? It's one day at a time. Should I do some eyeliner? I need a new eyeliner. This one is definitely past its best. It's not even in here. Should I do a blue eyeliner? I have this NYX slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on. Whoa, it just broke. Waterproof mascara. Where did that go? Not mascara, eyeliner. Bit ASMR for you, if you can even hear it over the fan. I like the idea of a pop of colour, but I feel like I should have gotten a liquid eyeliner, not a pencil one. But I have it now, so I've got to use it. I don't know if this is a good idea, but again, I'm committing to it. Sometimes you just have to trust the vision. I think when I add a bit of black eyeliner to my top eyelids, and the fake eyelashes should hopefully come together a little bit better. I primed, so maybe I should put on my foundation. I have been using, where is it? I've been using this foundation from Superdrug. It is the Flawless Matte Foundation from B. I think it's a little bit light for me. I got this a little while ago, quite some time ago actually. I bought it even though I wanted the silk version, because they do this foundation in 2 finishes, the matte and the silk. But that day they only had my foundation in the matte version, so I bought it anyway. That was a little long, unnecessary, sorry for you there. But yeah, I do think I didn't colour correct. Damn, I really am all over the gaff today. Because generally when my foundations go on, they look light, but they blend out well. Doesn't blend out badly, but look, I mean, see, look, you can already see that it's a bit light. So like, I definitely need to contour when I wear this one. I look insane. I look insane. Please bear with me. Look, I know it's light, but when it's blended out, it doesn't look quite so insane. I do look a little ghostly with it though. Like, I can't lie. But when I do everything, you know, the highlighter, the concealer, the contour, it does come together. Right now I can understand that is hard to believe, but it will. I think because it's only on the lower half of my face right now, it looks particularly crazy. See, look, it's starting to take shape, guys, please. I find it dries very quickly. I might do a proper review or like a comparison of the 2 finishes, because when I swatched the silk one in the shop, it seemed a lot more dead on. But then I think I have caught a little bit of a tan this summer, because one thing I did do was go out into my garden a fair bit. When I did feel like reading, I was out there, or I was just watching, generally though, I'll be real, I wasn't reading in the garden, I was watching TikToks in the garden. But yeah, anyway, caught a little bit of a tan. Okay, see, not so crazy, still a little bit crazy, but not entirely crazy. I bought it now, so I'm not that person that'll throw anything away. I will use it until it's finished. You know, we will find a way to make it work, because money has been spent. What else have I been up to? Started a bit of TV. I watched Oz, which is this really old, not really old, it's like early 90s I think when it started. No, late 90s. It's a prison show. I'm sure a fair few people have heard of it. It was good. The last couple seasons were a little bit like, okay, everything just got a little bit out of hand. So I did that. I watched ours. What else did I watch? I started watching The Rookie, which I don't really like. I think it's really mediocre actually, but I watched all of it, every episode. Okay, I still look very, very light. I'm aware. I'm gonna contour a lot. Don't worry, this will come together. What else have I watched? If I said I watched a lot of TV, I gotta say what I watched, innit? I started rewatching Sex and the City because I haven't watched that properly before. I'm on like series 4 now. I'm struggling to remember what else I watched. I watched Michaela Cole's show. What was it called? Why am I'm blanking so hard on what her show is called? Anyway, that is what Google is for. Is it This Time Will Kill You? Oh, right. I May Destroy You. I watched... Yeah, seriously, I can't think of anything else. I need to declutter my makeup bag like yesterday. But you know, I don't throw out my concealers because I was watching this one YouTube video where the woman said when your concealers are like when you're struggling to get them out of the bottle, don't throw them away. Get a pair of pliers or something and like pull out the stopper and then like scrape the sides of the concealer because there's a lot of product in there still, and me being like thrifty or whatever, that's like music to my ears. Like, we will waste nothing. I'm behind on a few of my favourite YouTubers as well. Like, I need to catch up on Jackie Einer's content, Patricia Bright's content. Again, I don't know what I'm doing right now. This whole video is just all over the gaff. I need to catch up on their content. I need to catch up on a lot of things. Mainly books though, because there's just so many books that I want to read. I want to do a proper video talking about my 2020 reading. Let me just say here that my goal this year was to read 26 books. That may still happen. I don't really know. Currently I am 13 books in, spoiler alert for the reading video. I would say I've rediscovered the desire to read, trying to hold on to it. We're coming together. Is the concealer helping? The concealer is obviously lighter than the foundation, but I think it's helping to, you know, fix this. I've also been watching a lot of documentaries. I watched one about the rape kit crisis, I guess you could call it, in America. I watched one, actually I'm still watching one called Paycheck to Paycheck. I'm watching one called Showbiz Kids, which Cameron Boyce was in, rest in peace. I think it might have been one of the last things that he filmed. It's really been over a year since his passing. That's another one. I know that happened in 2019, but that's another one that I'm still yet to wrap my head around. Showbiz Kids, I haven't finished it yet, but I would say it's a good documentary. It's very interesting. The effects of like Hollywood on kids and hearing from the kids themselves. Some of the people in the documentary were child actors, like more recently, like Cameron Boyce, he was only 20. But then Mila Jovovich is speaking in it, and I think she's in her 40s by now. And this one lady who was a child actress in like the 20s or 30s or something. So it's interesting hearing about how like the industry has changed over the years, or what their experiences have been like, you know, across different decades. And then they feature some kids who are trying to make it as child actors now. Like there's this one young girl who was recently in, at the time of filming anyway, recently in School of Rock, and she'd also done The Lion King on Broadway. So like, I guess up and coming stars. It's interesting. I love the documentary. What else? I've also been watching a few of the Channel 4 documentaries, like the Inside Misguided one. I'm on like the 3rd episode of that, I want to say. I'm also watching Inside Manktopia, which is about the property boom in Manchester. I'm also watching Lodgers for Codgers, which is about it's like Channel 4 trying to tackle the housing crisis, but I think it's just entertainment really, but I guess like floating the idea of whether, you know, younger people moving in with older people could help tackle the housing crisis. I think it's very interesting. So far the young people have said like no to staying on with the older hosts that they stay with for like a week. Some friendships have formed, some connections, which has been really interesting to see, because I'm just nosy. I think I was born nosy, at least my mum would say that I was born nosy. But I am just very interested in people and their stories and understanding what makes people tick and whatever. Like, I've just always been interested in people and their behaviours and stuff. I really do believe that no behaviours are random, you know, they're all fueled by something. And anyway, whatever. It's very interesting. All those documentaries that I've mentioned have been very interesting. Okay, but back to the matter at hand, fixing this face. I'm still using my Face Form contouring and blush palette, you guys. This is very, very old, but I know I sanitize it with Surgical Spirit, but I shouldn't be using it. I've been using this since like almost the inception of my channel, which isn't very good to admit, I'm not gonna lie to you, but like she's seen better days. I'm hanging on to it because there's still product in it, and I mean, it doesn't seem to be breaking me out or anything. Don't copy me, you guys, don't follow me. Anyway, we're gonna contour. I actually do have their cream contour palette somewhere. I haven't opened it yet because I haven't finished this. I think I went in a little heavy-handed with that. I'm gonna have to blend that out. I think I may have run out of things to say. Should we talk about food? We can talk about food. I've recently, or maybe not so recently now, but in this quarantine, I've discovered my love of quinoa. Quinoa and bulgur wheat are now definitely a part of my diet. Some of those new recipes that I mentioned earlier have been Rachel Ammer's recipes. She's a vegan chef on YouTube. She has her own cookbook, which I intend to purchase. I've been following her videos though for now, and particularly her Caribbean Feast video. That's a little bit better. Still a little bit harsh, but better. Yeah, that Caribbean Feast, like she does a vegan macaroni and cheese, rice and peas, but it's like quinoa and kidney beans. She does jerk lentils. I've done it so many times I shouldn't be struggling to remember what's in it. There's greens like callaloo, kale, whatever green you have. What's the other thing? Chana. She also says to make roti with it, but I haven't cracked that yet, so I've not been doing that, but I've been having it with plantain. Yeah mate, listen, I'm not vegan by any means, but I am trying to make more of an effort, I suppose, to eat healthier and to be mindful of things and whatever. Her meals are generally a pretty good source of protein. You can get protein from plants. Yeah guys, like, it's a whole new me, you know? I can't believe it's September. Next month, October, the best month of the year. Next month, I will be turning 25. 25. Can you believe it? Like, 25. I can't wrap my head around it. Growing old really is a blessing. I'm not saying 25 is old, by the way, but growing older is truly a blessing, especially in these times. Like, the number of people that won't be seeing 20, 21 or their next birthday. This video has really taken some turns, but basically, every day I wake up and there's breath in my lungs is a day to be grateful. Growing old is a privilege, not a right, you know? And what I'm trying to say in my own little jumbled way is 2020 has definitely taught us that tomorrow isn't promised. I'm looking to my birthday with hope and gratitude. I'm praying for better, working for better all the time. A person I forgot to mention earlier who died this year as well was Nicole Thea and her baby Rain. I didn't even know Nicole Thea before. I really hate that I discovered her in hearing about her passing, but I didn't know who she was. But now I saw this one video of her dancing with her fiance. I think he was her, I don't know if he was her fiance, but to that Chris Brown song, Go Crazy. And now, whenever I hear that song, I think of her dancing with him in that red dress that she was wearing. Like, I can see it in my head. Like, she was the same age as me, and she's passed away, you know? Like, it's really insane. She was a little bit older. She was a few months older, but she was the same age as me. It's crazy. It's very crazy. So basically what I'm saying is every day really, really is a blessing, you know? Every new day is an opportunity to start again, and we really have to start making the most of our time. Because Nicole was 24, Chadwick was 43, Kobe was 41, Gianna was like 12, Naya was 33. This life really can't be taken for granted. I feel like a lot of us have spent a lot of time reflecting this year because we've really been made aware of our own mortality, you know? Not just through the celebrities that have passed away, but several people who've died at the hands of the police, several thousands of people who've died because of COVID. I don't even know what the global death toll is anymore. Like, if we haven't hit 1 million yet, I think we're touching it. And I know when you think about like the population as a whole, there's literally billions of people, that doesn't seem like much, like it's a drop in the bucket to some people. Those are people, you know, those are people that have died. I've seen so many stories, so many GoFundMe pages, and it's like, I find it really insulting when people want to then say, you know, COVID isn't real, or they still want to compare it to the flu or whatever. Like, they're the kind of people who won't take it seriously or acknowledge the impact it's had until it touches them directly, you know? There's so many different tangents I feel like I could go on in this video, but I'm going to try not to do that. I just think 2023 taught us, hopefully has taught us a lot, to just really go for it. If there's something you've been thinking about doing for a while, do it. You know, if you wanted to start a business for a long time, try and find a way to do that. If you want to change jobs, I would say wait till you have another job lined up, because, you know, pandemic, before you know, just leave the job that you're in, unless, look at me giving out advice. If there's somebody you like, listen, it's hard enough finding people who you like. So if you have someone that you like, and maybe they like you too, tell them. If they don't, shit, at least you said something. Don't be left with regrets or the what ifs or I wish I did this. Just do it, because tomorrow really isn't promised. I know it's a cliche, but it is true. What am I doing? I never contour my nose. Anyway, I think I brought it back. This video has really been all over the place. It's an update, but like, damn, a mess. How long have I been filming? Whoa, no, you're lying. I've been filming 1 hour and 40 minutes. Editing this should be fun. I want to wrap it up. I'm getting raspy. I haven't done lashes. I don't think I'm going to. Alright, I'm going to highlight sugar. 1 hour and 40 minutes. You're lying. I'm gonna try not to speed through this last part, but damn. I'm sure the edited version won't be nearly as long, but whoa. This is why I have to film more regularly, so that my videos don't turn out to be 2 hours long. I just can't stop talking. Some people think I'm shy, right? And like, I can be, but if you don't hear my voice, it's because I don't want to talk to you. Okay. She looks cute. She looks cute or whatever. Okay, I was going to do fake eyelashes, and I think this look calls for it, but damn, fake eyelashes take me a minute and they don't always work out. I wanted to try these Ardell natural ones that I got from a hair shop. Can you see them? Yeah, I got them from a, can you see them? I got them from a hair shop 1,000,000 years ago. Will I do it? Will I do it? Will I do it? What time is it? 5:55. Okay, so I haven't been filming for that long. Maybe I read the time wrong. I thought it's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Maybe it was just 40 minutes. Oh, should I do it? Okay, alright. Let's take a chance. Fake eyelashes really are a mixed bag for me. Sometimes it works and sometimes it really flops. I pretty much go back to the same pair, the GWA Glamour Lashes. They work for me pretty much all the time. I have a couple pairs of those. I also have these Primark sultry ones, which I like. They're very wispy. The band is a little too flimsy. I mean, they were £1, so probably the silliest thing I ever bought was an eyelash curler. I remember my friend, when we were like 12 or whatever, she was saying that, oh, you definitely need, because she got into makeup before the rest of us, she was saying you definitely need an eyelash curler, but like my eyelashes, if you can see them, they could not be curlier. It's the biggest waste of money, I feel like. But luckily they were only a couple quid, but still. Very unnecessary. This is the same pair I've had the whole time because I don't need them. I also need to consolidate my makeup collection into one toilet bag, or actually use the little, I want to call it PVA, but that's not right. The little plastic makeup container that I have. I don't know what that thing is made of. PVC? Is that right? I don't know. The sun is setting. Crap. I've had my makeup in toilet bags long enough. These are very natural looking. Wow. I feel like I've definitely gone through some phases with my makeup over the years. The most notable is probably like before, my desire was for everything to be matte, but I'd say these days I'm not after the matte look as much. I guess I'm a little bit more into the natural finish. But yeah, like lip gloss is my thing right now. Like I got a couple Kiko lip glosses before everything really shut down. Went to Westfield, got a couple of those. Okay, let's see how this goes. I said before that I ran out of things to say. I guess I lied. You know, it feels good to be sat back in front of a camera. I even toyed with the idea of, do I even want to do this anymore, like YouTube? Because I've been doing this for a little while, a few years actually. My toilet bag is falling apart. There's a piece of it in my hand right now. Oh, I can barely even see this thing. What? Oh, I'm also just now realizing I haven't put any powder on my face and my foundation is sinking into my smile lines. What do y'all? Oh, you know what? I also didn't put on any eyeliner. Sugar. Eyeliner hides a multitude of sins when it comes to fake eyelashes. Like if you stuck it halfway up your eyelid, doesn't matter if you've got winged eyeliner. All in all, that's not completely horrific, you know? I think it's blaggable. The end, just don't look too closely at the end. Okay, yeah, cool. We're gonna take a quick pause there so I can powder my face. Trusty black opal. I'm definitely in the market for another setting powder. Been using the L'Oreal one for years and I want to switch up the L'Oreal, the black opal, jump between the two. Also because like I was getting them online and you know when you're not even sure about the legitimacy of them. I got them on eBay. Might try the RCMA no color powder. Might try a Fenty one, but I need to get the color right on that because they're not cheap. I have got a B setting powder, but I think that's too light, like the powder, like the foundation even. Okay, that's enough, especially because this makeup's coming off in what, 20 minutes? I might wear it a bit longer to get my money's worth. Okay, let me set my face and then go back to the other eyelash. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter. Okay. Is this cracked? It is, you know. Whatever. The fans kind of blew that everywhere. Taste it. Cool. The other eyelash. Listen, if I don't get a decent selfie after all of this, there will be hell to pay. Oh yeah, she's coming off. This other eyelash is coming off, mate. And I'm not skilled enough to put a bit of glue on my eyelid and just stick it down. I know I'd be the person to squeeze the glue into my eye, so I just don't even. I don't play like that. It's just gonna have to hang off whatever. I'll take all the pictures from this side. Let's stick this one on. Can I even see? Oh my days. I don't know what has happened here. I've mangled the eyelash, fresh out the packet, and I've removed my eyelid. God, I hope not. My eyeshadow. 2020, ladies and gentlemen. 2020. Can you see this? I'm not actually going anywhere, so I'm just gonna put some eyeshadow over the top of that and call it a day. I mean, I think if you don't look at it too closely, it's not half bad. Oh, good gravy. All the selfies are gonna have to be at a distance. I mean, sugar, this eyelash is coming off. This one is wonky. How did I even manage that? So yeah, I was talking smack about that eyelash color earlier. I think it would actually come in handy right now. This is doing up some weird little, see this? I can't explain how we got here, but we move. I'm gonna line my lips and I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm going in with my current favorite lip combo. NYX Espresso Slim Lip Pencil Liner. I bought a bunch of these online because the shop in Westfield, whoopsie, the shop in Westfield closed down. So sad. Had to buy them online, and to get free delivery, I bought like 5 pencils or something because delivery was like £5 and I didn't want to pay it. I will spend on the product, but I don't necessarily want to pay for delivery. A couple pounds on delivery, like £2, £3, £4, whatever. But when we're hitting like £5 mark, no, I don't want to pay it. I like this lip liner. I think it's a little bit dry, but I like how dark it is. The other ones are not dark enough because they stock NYX in Boots, but they don't stock this lip pencil. I think I've said that before. If I had known the shop was closing, I would have bought like 5 at the time. I also don't line my lips in a uniform way. I do it differently every time. Let's stick the gloss on and call it a day. I'm using the Kiko gloss in the shade, it's the 3D Hydra gloss in the shade 21. I think I definitely overdid it with the pencil, but we move. Let's see if I can put this on by myself. Been requiring a little bit of help lately because I find this class a little finicky. Oh man, I don't like when I can't put my jewelry on by myself. Come on. Okay, alright, I did it. Maybe I just needed to be a touch more patient. Alright, let's take this scarf off. See what the edges is doing. I might have overdone it. Whatever. Listen, I'm gonna be sat here in darkness in a minute, so let's wrap this up, shall we? Thank you very much for watching this video. We've reached the end. Should I put my glasses on for this? I feel like I should. There we go, that looks a bit more like me, doesn't it? Alright, thank you very much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to share your updates or what you've been up to in this quarantine, go ahead, do so in the comments. Let's get a little chit chat. Let's get a little chit chat going. I do, when I take the time to film, I do all sorts of videos here. I do book reviews, I do the occasional fashion video, maybe a haul. If any of that sounds good to you, check out some of the content that should hopefully be appearing on the screen, and there should, I think, be a subscription button either on this side or that side. Subscribe if you haven't. You're welcome in this little corner of the internet. Yeah, I do think that is about it. Thanks again for watching this very, very long video. If you made it to the end, well done you. Remember back in the day, YouTubers used to be like, if you watch till the end, comment pizza or something so I know that you're there. I'm not going to tell you to comment pizza, but you can if you want, whatever. So, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, okay. I think I've seen this bad one. Okay, is it muddy now? I don't know what has happened here. I don't.